Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing another reading vlog, and this is episode 3 of my reading an entire shelf vlog series that I've been doing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I do have these other 2 vlogs that I've done already, episodes 1 and 2. Basically, I'm challenging myself to get through my physical TBR. I've set aside 4 shelves of books that are on my physical TBR that I'm trying to get through this year. So we're still in season 1, trying to get through the first shelf. Yeah, there's 4 seasons, 4 shelves, and about 5 episodes for each season. I know it's a little complicated, sounds a little complicated when I try to explain it. Basically, it's just a series of vlogs of me reading my physical TBR. So I'm really excited to be doing another one of these vlogs. And so for each episode, I've been wanting to have some sort of theme for the books that I'm reading. So the theme for this vlog is gifted books. So shout out to Jenny for getting it right when I asked you guys to guess in my last episode. She totally guessed it, but she had a good hint because Jenny actually bought me this one, The Roommate Risk by Talia Hibbert, so she probably was able to guess it based on that. Thank you to Jenny again for giving me this book. I'm so excited to be reading it this week. Another one is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. This is the one I'm going to start with just because I think it's going to be the quickest one to get through. This one was gifted to me by Heather, who was a friend I met through Mel Reed's Patreon and Discord. This was the first book that I actually was ever gifted by anyone other than like family, so this has a special place in my heart because Heather was the first person to gift me a book through my Amazon wishlist. Then the third book for this vlog is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green, and this one was gifted to me by my parents for Christmas. That is the theme for this vlog. I'm super excited for all of them. We've got 2 romances here. This one is obviously YA and is going to have a lot of like nerdy references that I'm looking forward to, and I know that this is part of like a series, and I am interested in reading some of the other ones, so hopefully I enjoy this. Like I said, I'm going to be starting with it, and then I will have to decide which one to pick up next. If I want to keep going with the romance train, or if I want to pick this one up, it's sci-fi. That is the plan for this vlog. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you at the first update. Okay, so I'm starting with this one. There are 3 parts to this. So the first one, let me show you. Part 1 is called Look to the Stars, and I just finished the first part. So now I'm on to part 2, which is Aim. I read the first chapter of part 2, so now I'm on page 79. What I can gather so far from this, I'm kind of confused, to be honest. It feels like I kind of just started reading. I like just jumped into the middle of a story already because I was really confused during that whole part 1. But obviously it is a Cinderella retelling, and it's supposed to have like a nerdy twist to it. The main girl protagonist, her name is Elle, which is short for Danielle, and she's like a super fan of this Star Wars type franchise called Starfield, but it's basically Star Wars. Like the way that they're describing it is just like their version of Star Wars, and she's like a super fan, and she is a blogger, all this stuff. But she's obviously got the nasty stepmother and then the 2 twin stepsisters. Then the male protagonist is a famous heartthrob. He's like a celebrity, and he's casted to be in this reboot of Starfield, and he feels like a fake. Like he doesn't feel like he's gonna do justice to the character, and that the fans aren't gonna appreciate him. I think he's just kind of got imposter syndrome about it, I guess. Eventually they're gonna meet up, and she's gonna help him through his feelings of that, I'm assuming. I don't know, I felt like I was thrown into the middle of a story already, and the writing style is using a lot of jargon that's kind of confusing, talking too much about this fandom. It's hard to follow, but it's fine. I'm hoping like as I keep going the rest will start to make sense. But yeah, so then Elle also works for this food truck called the Magic Pumpkin that sells chimichangas, and that's like supposed to be the pumpkin carriage thing in Cinderella. This is my second Cinderella retelling that I've read. The other one was If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy, and that one had like a bachelorette storyline, which was kind of fun. Now this one's like a Comic-Con type theme. Elle is going to enter enter this competition or like this cosplay contest for the new reboot for Starfield, and she finds like her dad's old costume that he used to have, and she's determined to win unless her stepsisters get there first. She's saving up money from working at this food truck to then enter the contest. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but it's kind of just like a silly goofy time, you know, like it's not normally something I would really want to read, but it's just like a casual moment, you know, and I'm enjoying it. We're gonna see how the rest of the book goes, and I will keep you updated about it. I'm now on page 242 and I'm in part 3 now, and so far this is my favorite part. Pacing of it like has been a little bit weird. Part 1 just took me a really long time to understand what was happening, and then part 2 was just kind of slow and a little boring, but now since being in part 3 I've really been enjoying it. They're now like at the, what's it called, Excelsicon cosplay ball, and so there's a lot more like nerdy references that I'm really enjoying. I also am really liking how accurate this is to the actual Cinderella story, but just making it a fun modern day nerdy retelling. Yeah, it just makes it really enjoyable to see those connections and stuff. And also it's really cute. I don't think the synopsis says this, but I love when like in romance the two main characters have already had contact with each other but don't know that they are who they are, and so that's what's happening here. They've been texting and they don't know each other's real names and they've never seen each other in person, so then once they do see each other in person they meet up at this Excelsicon thing, and they don't know that they are each other, and they've like fallen in love over, well, you know, started to catch feelings for each other just through texting. Then they have their first encounter in real life and they don't know that it's each other. I just love when that happens in romance, and yeah, so that's a fun time. But I've basically read all of this in one sitting today. Pretty late now. I don't think I'll be able to finish it before I go to sleep, but I will be able to finish it like first thing tomorrow. Yeah, there's probably like 50-ish more pages, I think. Yeah, a little over 50 probably. But yeah, that's how it's going. Not me actually having a decent time reading a YA contemporary romance. Kind of unheard of. Alright, hello, I have an update. I finished Geekerella and I surprisingly had an okay time with this. I was really scared going into it because I know that YA contemporary romance is just not my thing, and I can usually find it more as like very cheesy and just reads really young for me, and like the characters are cringy or whatever, but I actually really liked it, so I'm giving it a 3.5, which is a lot for this genre. I think I don't really know what it would take for this genre to get a 4 or a 5 out of me, but this one was pretty dang close. I was even considering maybe like a 3.75 at one point. I am landing on 3.5 just because, like I said before, that the beginning of this part 1 was really confusing and didn't do a very good job at making me ease into the story. I felt like I was just like thrown into the middle of one, and then part 2 was also pretty long and slow paced, and then part 3 had a little bit of that too, where it felt like it was just too long at parts and I wanted it to just like kind of get to the point. But overall part 3 was my favorite because the setting changed and we were in the actual Excelsicon thing. But I loved how true to the actual Cinderella story that it was, and I liked the nerdy take on it, but I don't have like too much to say because, like, you know, it's just not a typical read for me. Still felt, you know, somewhat superficial. It is pretty long. The font is kind of small, so it just felt like it was a little long, but like I didn't actively hate this at all. So, you know, I'm looking forward to reading the other ones that are like this, specifically the Bookish and the Beast one. There's another one that's like the fangirl and something, but this one was already pretty fangirly, so I want to try the Bookish one. I think I'll really like that one. But yeah, so that's the update on that. And then I've started An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green, and I'm on page 87, and I'm really loving this. This is so fun, right up my alley. I love the writing. Like, it's pretty stinking funny, and yeah, I don't know how much of this can be considered sci-fi. Like, I thought it was gonna be more sci-fi-y, but it really isn't that much. Like, basically the premise, like what's happening is this main character named April May is walking the streets of New York City at 3 a.m. and she stumbles upon this giant robot statue, and she's like literally never seen it before. It feels like it just came out of nowhere. And so, Benji, please. And so she calls up her friend and has him come meet her at this statue. They start recording a YouTube video for it, and she's like pretending to be like a newscaster announcing the presence of this robotic statue that just popped up out of nowhere. Anyway, so then the video goes viral and April's life just changes from that night. And then they find out that there's a bunch of these statues that they started calling Carl. A bunch of these Carls all across the world in like major cities. And no one knows where they came from. There's no surveillance footage of anyone like putting them there. They're like 10 feet tall, or at least the first one was in New York, but the cover, like you can see, he's there and he's gigantic. He's more than 10 feet tall. So basically it's now like a mystery of why they're here and what they want from the civilians, you know? So there's talk that it's like aliens and all this stuff. I don't know. I'm really loving the main character, April, and I just found out a couple pages ago that she's a Libra, and makes total sense because I was completely connecting to her. I'm a Libra, so I was like, yes girl, we're besties now. So she's really funny. I just think the writing in general is really funny, and like I said, it doesn't feel super sci-fi-y, so like I don't know what the time period is supposed to be because there's not really like a world building. I don't know if you could consider it like an urban sci-fi, if that's a thing, but like it feels very modern day just with these giant robots. That's like really the only difference. Also, there was a section about April's sexuality because she is bi, but they were like questioning her sexuality, if like she's gay or bi, and was making it this whole big deal about like, oh, you're gonna be famous now and this is gonna negatively affect the way people view you or whatever. And I was just confused because like, if this is in the future, it didn't seem like it was making any progress. Like, I don't know, I'm just thinking like in our actual future, I think there would be a positive shift with that, but instead it seems like it was still a very taboo, like people were judging her, or this one character was judging her for it. And so then that just kind of took me out of the sci-fi part, but then maybe, I don't know, that was just one part that I kind of got hung up on. I was like, that doesn't really make sense, but who knows? I don't know, it could just be a boomer. I'm just kidding. So yeah, I'm not getting super sci-fi vibes, but I do like the thrilling mystery vibes that are there. Like I said, love the writing, love the main character, and it's going really well. So that's my update. I just finished explaining this book to my husband Riley, and I was telling him about all the Carls, and this was his response.
We're not here to kill you, we just want your llamas. We're looking for Jimmy's mom.
Okay, I have a really exciting package I wanted to open on camera and share with you guys. I'm super excited about this package. It's some makeup that I ordered from this company called Merit. I'm really excited to try this. Oh my gosh, it comes with a cute little bag. Okay, so this is the inside of the box. Their thing is minimalistic makeup. They have this little less is more quote on the inside. It comes with this cute little reusable makeup bag. Everything's in here. Look at how cute. The thing I'm most excited about this company is their new signature lightweight lipstick that they just launched pretty recently, but they did send me 7. I was like, this is 6. 7 of their products. So thank you so much, Merit, for sending me these. I'm so excited to try it all out. But they are a minimalistic makeup brand that is cruelty-free, vegan, and all that good stuff that you want in your makeup. And they do have skincare and like body products as well. But let me go through and show you everything that they've sent me. This first one that I'm opening is their blush balm, is what they call it. It's like a blush, but they call it blush. I love their packaging. It is 100% recyclable and just so cute and sleek looking. And I'm just obsessed with how it looks and how easily packaged it is. But yeah, I want to put all this on. I don't have any makeup on currently, so I want to try all of these products out. Okay, yeah, here is this is like their concealer. It's called the Minimalist, so it's just like their little concealer. So I am gonna try and just put some on where I would normally put my concealer Oh my gosh, it's so smooth. Wow, beauty blender. But oh my gosh, this is going on so smooth, and it's like a perfect color for me. It is so easy to just blend out and apply with your fingers. Super amazing quality. I can already tell. I'm highly impressed. Concealer is always scary for me because it has to be the perfect, you have to get the perfect shade for it to look good. And I was a little nervous because I have yet to find like a really good concealer that is the perfect shade and that doesn't like go on super like kind of dry. And sometimes concealers will like accentuate wrinkles and pores and stuff, and that is not good, obviously. But this one is so nice and smooth. Perfect shade. I'm so excited. I got the shade Dune. It's the perfect color for me, so I'm super excited about that. Let me put on some of the cheek color now. Perfect to just apply it like that. It comes like just easy little. We've got the highlighting balm. Look at how nice the packaging is. I'm obsessed. So this is called the Day Glow, and it's just like a highlighting stick. I do like how each one is super easy to just like apply with it in the packaging. Like you don't need a brush or anything, like you just use this and then your fingers. That makes it super easy, and everything is going on so smoothly, and it's moisturizing, doesn't dry out your skin. I can tell already. This is perfect for me because I don't love to put on tons of makeup every day, but I always want to put on something to like just brighten up my face, to accentuate some areas and cover up some areas. So this is so exciting. And then I did get some brow gel. I got it just in the brown color, and then I did get some mascara as well in black, just true black, I think, right? Perfect black. Ooh. Love a good mascara. And then we have the two lip products that they sent. We have a tinted lip oil, just called Shade Slick. I just got it in like the natural looking color. I like these types of shades the best for my lips. The applicator, super cute, love it. So this is a tinted lip oil, which is super nice. So even after it like comes off, it'll still have a good tint to it to keep the color there, which is nice. And then their signature product here that they wanted to send me. Oh my gosh, look. So they did just launch their lightweight lipstick pretty recently. So I do want to put this on. Brand new lipstick always looks super nice. Oh my gosh, it's so smooth. Feels so good on my lips. Like it feels moisturizing. Wow. Yeah, it's super lightweight, and it's not gonna just feel heavy on your lips or look like super cakey at all. It's like a chapstick, but it's super nice, and I love a good natural color. I love the way that it feels. That is so nice. And of course, the packaging is beautiful. Thank you so much, Merit, for sending me these. If you wanted to order from them, check out their website. I will have everything linked down below. I am so in love with everything that they sent me. I am gonna put everything on and show you what it all looks like. I love having brow products like this. It's just the easiest, quickest way for me to just set my brows and give them a little bit more color and life. Like I said, don't like to put on that much makeup. Like I just kind of get lazy with it. So having this stuff on hand is gonna be so great. We all know how fluffy brows are just the vibe. They're so in. So this is the easiest way to do that, get that look. And then the mascara, I'm gonna put some of that on. Everything, I swear, is like going on so easily and smooth. You can just tell the products themselves are just such high quality. I don't like it when I have dry mascara and it gets so flaky so quickly. I can tell with this, like it's more wet, so easy to apply, and I can tell like it's not gonna rub off or flake at all. I am all about a minimalistic makeup look also, so when they reached out and wanted to send me these products to share with you guys, I was so excited because I know that I'm gonna be using these products like like every day. It's so nice and seriously couldn't be any easier. I'm obsessed. I'm super excited about all my new makeup. Thank you again, Merit, for sending it to me. And also, if you guys want to get yourself some new makeup and you want to try out their new signature lightweight lip, I highly recommend this lipstick. I don't normally wear lipstick, but they have such great shades, all different colors, and because it's so lightweight and it doesn't feel like you're actually wearing lipstick, I love it, and it's definitely going to become like a everyday lip for me for sure. But yeah, I wanted to share that fun little package with you guys, and you'll get a cute little reusable makeup bag too.
It's always refreshing to have like a brand that has like really nice packaging.
Yeah.
When you like their packaging before you even like open or use the product, it's always a really good sign.
I'm a sucker for good packaging. I love the bag too.
So the bag's cool.
And as far as book updates, I'm still reading An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, and I'm on page 177. And I love how ridiculous this book has gotten. Like, there are some slow moments, and I feel like it's just being a little edgy and like out there and kind of weird. And I don't know who to recommend this to, but it's definitely working for me. Like, it feels like it's on the same level as my imagination is. A really fun time for me, but I can see like how some people wouldn't like it. But I love all the talk about social media and fame. Like, I'm not normally into stories about famous people, but I like how we are following. Is my camera falling? The heck? I like how we're following the journey of this average civilian and how she has to like adjust to the life of being kind of famous because something went viral that she was in. And you know, sometimes it's like some parts you're wondering how realistic it could actually be. The whole idea of social media and stuff, I don't know, like, it's just a weird thing, but I'm really enjoying it, and it's just like a fun escape of reality to go into something like this. So I'm hoping to finish it today so that I can get started on the roommate risk. I had a feeling that I was gonna like this for what it is, and I didn't know too much about it before like going into it, but it is definitely delivering for me. I'd be interested to know like if any of you have read this book and if you have liked it or if you didn't like it. I don't know who to recommend it to. If you like a subtle hint of sci-fi, but mostly character based, you know, the social media aspects, sometimes giving me like Ready Player One vibes, because there's a mystery and like clues and puzzles you have to figure out. Also kind of gives me video game vibes in that sense, but not like virtual reality, but it's also kind of giving me like Free Guy vibes. I did watch that movie just a couple days ago, and for some reason it's giving me those vibes, but it's not the same storyline at all. Like, it doesn't have to do with a video game, just like with that subtle sci-fi futuristic feel with robots and aliens, and like there's a mystery. I don't know, it's just fun. So yeah, that's how this is going. That's my book update. I wish I had it finished by now so I could give you a full review, but I'm gonna try and finish it today, and then I will update you with that and then start the roommate risk. All right, so I have a lot of updates for you guys. I finished An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, and it did end up getting a little too political for me, like in a sense that it's just like a political sci-fi thriller type of thing. So when it got too heavy with that, I got a little bored and disinterested in the plot, just like a teeny bit. But overall, I still really did like this, and it ended on a nice cliffhanger, so I will be picking up the next one. I definitely want to continue. I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars still though, because I really loved the ridiculousness and the premise of this in general. Anyway, I was really excited about it and was really loving it for a good majority, but for some reason it took me so long to finish. Like, it doesn't look that long, like it really isn't, but for some reason it just took me a while to get through. But yeah, then like I said, there was a lot of political aspects to it, you know, a lot to do with like the social media and the fame and the internet world and stuff like that. So there were aspects that I wish like it delved more into. Like, it makes sense why it had to become political, because there were these big robots in major cities with all these civilians to take into consideration, so the government had to get involved. But it was fun following April May's story. She was a likable character even when she wasn't like supposed to be. I enjoyed her, and it was obviously a very interesting development to see her go through this experience with the sudden fame and all the complications and consequences of her like going viral and what that meant for her. It was a good time, but there were just parts of it that I wish like went a different direction, you know what I mean? So it wasn't 100% fully something that I am going to forever obsess over and give 5 stars, but I did like it more so than I didn't like it, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? But anyway, yeah, so I'm excited to continue. I don't know when I'm gonna get the second book. I don't even own it yet, but that will happen at some point. But now I have some bad news, okay? I started The Roommate Risk, and I've already finished The Roommate Risk. There's no like halfway point updates. There's no updates for this in general except for just the one final update, and that is that I hated this. Oh no, I feel so bad that I hated it because I really wanted to love it, and I like trusted Jenny because she's like, oh, this is the best friends to lovers, like Jasmine and Raoul are truly friends to lovers excellence, hope you love it. Like, I'm so sorry, Jenny. I'm so sorry, but like I really didn't like this. Please don't hate me, I feel bad. But like immediately there was never a point where I was liking the characters. Right off the bat, they were both not working for me. I did not like how Jasmine, the main girl, her like bad bitch energy was too obnoxious. Like, it was too much. She was just kind of like a jerk, and you know, tried to have this like hard shell on the outside and like not let anyone in. Like, she doesn't believe in love, and she's just supposed to be this like closed off person, but also she's like a really terrible friend, and she is just like too snarky and thinks she's all that, but really just has like some damage to her, like she's got baggage or whatever. But I didn't like the way she was talking to Raoul, and so like I said, it's supposed to be friends to lovers. I'll get back into how I felt about Raoul, but like there's no sexual tension in this at all. Like, it's just immediate. There's no slow burn whatsoever. You're at page 20 and they're already doing it because, and that's even a flashback. They're doing it and it's a flashback 7 years ago on page 20. This is like a, you know, semi super smutty book. It's pretty smutty. I would say this is pretty smutty. So I don't like that when it's supposed to be friends to lovers and I want there to be some sexual tension and not to actually end up getting together until closer to like the 75% mark. But no, like you're already there. Like, they meet 7 years ago when they first meet, and then they're doing it, and it's like, what is this whole book for? Like, what is this supposed to be about? And then it just like becomes, they move in together. That's why it's called The Roommate Risk. The back of it says, for 7 years, Raoul Khan has followed 3 simple rules. Don't touch Jasmine if you can help it. Don't look at her ass in that skirt. And don't ever, ever tell her you love her. He should have added another rule. Do not, under any circumstances, let Jazz move into your house. Well, he does, and they become roommates. Raoul's living with the friend he can't have. He knows their shared dinners aren't dates, their late night kisses are a mistake, and the tenderness in Jasmine's eyes is only temporary. One wrong word could send his skittish best friend running. So why is he tempted to risk it all? Because he's clearly in love with her. All right, so there's a mutual pining going on because obviously like they're sexually attracted to each other. But like I said, Jasmine's supposed to be this closed off, flighty, skittish friend. Raoul is just a simp. Like, he's a hardcore simp from day one for this girl. He's just having to live with the fact that he can't have her because Jasmine doesn't want that. But then they become friends with benefits, and it's like, oh, I can't live without you, but it's like, I can't live without the sex with you. You know, not my vibe. I didn't like it. I almost, like, I was gonna DNF it. I really was, because I was just not here for the 2 characters. Like, I didn't like it. I did not like it. So I did end up pushing through, but I'm giving it a 1 star. I don't know how I could give it anything more than that, because like I just was really not vibing with it. Really not vibing. When I read a friends to lovers, I want it to not be a friends with benefits to lovers, you know? Like, I want that to be part of the falling in love part. Yeah, I'm so sorry. But those are my honest and true thoughts, and I would feel worse if I actually lied to you, Jenny. But that is just the way the cookie crumbles. The one thing I did like, though, I guess I can say, I think I highlighted it very early on. I did like some of the cute nicknames that Jasmine would call either Raul or her friend or whoever. Like on page 4, she calls her friend, "You absolute mango." And then another one, she says, I think she's talking to Raul when she says, where is it? "My darling potato." And then, yeah, there might be another one. "My grave muffin." Yeah, so I liked those 3 things. But yeah, I just didn't like how much Jasmine was a jerk and really giving mixed signals to Raul and being an annoying, snotty, rich girl with some family problems, some damage. You know, like, nope. Okay, so yeah, that's very, very sad, but that is the reading updates. That is going to conclude episode 3 of reading my entire shelf series. I am actually going to be having 3 more for for season 1 for the first shelf, because I did kind of switch things around, which I'll talk about in the next episode. But originally I was saying that there was gonna be like 5 for each shelf, but this one I do have to stretch a little bit more and have an extra episode. So I will see you guys soon for episode 4, which is gonna be some Taylor Jenkins read books, which that's gonna be exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you did, you know what to do. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you very soon in my next video.